So I tend to see this happen a lot. A lot of people try to group the whole congregation, the whole company as a whole with one bad experience that they had. So, for example, I used to work at a grocery store, and a customer may come in and she may speak to an associate and have a terrible time, just a horrible experience with that associate. So they don't go and say, "Oh, so and so was just rude, unprofessional. I just don't like dealing with that person." No, they don't do that. They say this store, they said Harvey's is terrible. Now, we don't know what happened, but that's what they tend to do. They tend to group us all in the same category. Not that one person, but this whole store is terrible because of what I experienced with that one person. And where else do we see that happen? Church. Exactly. So, another experience I experienced, we were out of town visiting my great aunt, and we were trying to find somewhere to eat before we got back on the road. And I was looking up this place, and it just, everything was just kind of far off, or it was like out of our way. So on the way, a lady said, "Oh, you should try Golden Corral up there. They're pretty good." So of course, I'm looking up Golden Corral, and I'm looking at the reviews, and I'm seeing some really bad reviews, and I'm like, I don't want to go there. Like, I really don't want to go there. I'd rather go to this wing spot. They have really good reviews. You know, the food, the picture looks good. They're saying that the food is cold and nasty over here, that it's just disgusting in there. I don't want to go. We ended up going because I wasn't driving and they didn't want to go out the way, because that was like going the opposite way of where we were going. So we ended up going, and I had a completely different experience. I don't know what they experienced, but what I experienced, the food was great. They had great food selections. Our waiter was super, super nice and so sweet. And she did unnecessary things that like we could have did ourselves, but she went and did it for us. And I was just like, I had a great experience, and it was good. I don't personally remember Golden Corral being that good. Even the dessert was good. I was like, what were these reviews talking about? I had to experience that for myself. So I want to encourage you, don't base other people's experiences off of what you might experience. Don't say, "Oh, they had a terrible time, I'm gonna have a terrible time." They said that church was bad because of that pastor that may have took advantage of them, or because of that member that may not have greeted them the way that they wanted them to. They had a bad experience, but I'm still gonna go because I can't say that you're gonna have the same experience that I'm gonna have. You don't know what happened. You have to see for yourself. See for yourself. So, and I don't want you to go in and twisting this and saying, "Oh, I'm a see for myself." This is not a license to sin. This is not a way to say, "Oh, you live with your boyfriend before marriage and y'all ended up doing this and this happened, but that's not going to be my experience." No, this is not a license to sin. If it goes against God's word, it's wrong. Don't try to see how close you can get to the fire before getting burned. Just avoid the fire altogether, okay? This is not a license to sin. If you know that it is not in God's will, don't do it. Simple. You know that living together, eventually, things could happen. Don't even give the possibility of that happening. Just cut it out. This is not a license to sin. With that being said, I want to read to you John 1, verses 43 to 49, because this really blessed me. And it says, "The following day, Jesus wanted to go to Galilee, and he found Philip and said to him, 'Follow me.' Now Philip was from Bethsaida, the city of Andrew and Peter. Philip found Nathanael and said to him, 'We have found him of whom Moses in the law and also the prophets wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph.' And Nathanael said to him, 'Can anything good come out of Nazareth?'" Sounds like some of us, right? Philip said to him, "Come and see." Jesus saw Nathanael coming toward him and said of him, Behold, an Israelite indeed, in whom is no deceit. Nathanael said to him, How do you know me? Jesus answered and said to him, Before Philip called you, and when you were under the fig tree, I saw you. Nathanael answered and said to him, Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel. So he didn't, just imagine if he would have, all the things he heard of Galilee saying nothing good comes from Galilee. Imagine if he would have went with that. Imagine if he didn't go and see for himself. He would have never met Jesus. So I'm leaving you with this today. Go and see for yourself. Don't take others' experiences. If it's a church and they're saying, I didn't like the people in church, they were rude and nasty. Okay, I'm taking what you're saying into consideration. Okay, cool. But I'm going to see, because maybe, I don't know, maybe you took offense to something. Who knows? But that could be the place where you get your breakthrough. You never know. So if it's in the will of God, go and see for yourself, because you might miss out on a big blessing. Thank y'all so much for watching. I pray that this video blessed you in some way. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Share it with anyone you feel like needs to hear on today. And make sure to leave a comment down below. Like always, I love reading your feedback. So, subscribe if you like. It's up to you. But anyway, I love you guys, and I pray to see you in the next video.